Good morning and welcome to Inspiration Part 2 for Julie Hickey Designs Christmas 2025 collection. So following on from yesterday and all the gorgeous DT inspiration, today I have some more for you. So I'll just give people a chance to come on. It's very muggy here today, but it's raining, so the garden's having a good water, so that's good. One less job to do. Thank you, Philippa, that's brilliant. Thanks, love. Excellent. Good morning, everybody. Thank you for joining me. And thank you for everybody who's already bought their stamps and waiting for them to arrive. I can't wait to see what you create with them. That'll be absolutely fabulous. So thank you. And I'm going to flip the camera and just very briefly run through the products for anyone who didn't see them yesterday, and then get on and show you the rest of the design team inspiration. So bear with me. Just flip my camera, move my computer. Okay, so my computer is safe. Let's bring it down a little bit. There might be a bit of glare at the minute, but I'll try my best to move it out of the way. Okay, so first up in the collection, sorry, I'm just going to wait for my, never noticed that before. It's a nasty shadow. Okay, whoops, don't pull your shelf off like you did before. See if I can make that any better. Okay, I've got to wait for it all to catch up now, sorry. That looks a bit better. Sarah, no, I'm not doing any cooking on my event next week. One lot of cooking's quite enough. You're not going to let me forget that, are you, love? Okay, so first up is the Christmas sentiment banners. So everybody loves the everyday banners. So lots of people asked if we could have some Christmas ones. So we do try and deliver what you want. So we have Merry Christmas, Winter Wishes, Peace and Joy, Season's Greetings, Joy to the World, Across the Miles, Happy New Year, From Our Home to Yours, and From My Home to Yours. I had lots of people ask me if it's possible to have a From My Home to Yours. So we listened and that's what we've done. These emboss beautifully. They look lovely on coloured card because then your lettering, obviously where the open parts are, your lettering then becomes the colour of the card that it's on. I'm just trying to get it so you can see it. But they emboss absolutely beautifully, and they are so clear to read, but they just look fabulous. And they really do give you a real impact on your cards. I love this one that Philippa's done, using the sentiments with red and green ink pads and then using her foilables. She's got gold sparkle foil on there, which is just beautiful. And then you can colour them with whatever medium you want. I would imagine these are alcohol markers. Love how she's done her numbers as well and offset them. But it's absolutely fabulous. Beautiful card. Beautiful card. So that was the first stamp set. And then the other stamp set, I only did a small Christmas release because I just felt like we've got lots already, and there's bits when we had the postage. Is that just with silver embossing? It is, Wendy. It's Wow Embossing polished silver, and it's, let me find it. It is super fine, I believe. Yes, super fine, but it's the polished silver from Wow. I'm sure Jeanette has it. It's an absolutely beautiful one. The polished gold is absolutely stunning too. Really lovely. I am trying to keep an eye on my computer so I could answer any questions if we get any. I don't want it particularly in view, but I can't get it near enough. Okay, we'll try. Maybe I'll change all my setup so that I can actually see my computer better. The DT inspiration is just incredible, isn't it? Well, yeah, I didn't know whether to do house or home, or whether to change one of them and have one of them as house and one of them as home. And then I thought, well, to me, home just sounded much nicer. So, okay, so next up is the Christmas postage. And this came as a result of the postage set being so popular. I just thought, oh, I would love to work with it. I so enjoyed working with it so much, I can't tell you. Really did inspire me. So I thought I want some bits for Christmas to go in the postage. So we've got the Christmas wording background, we've got our holly background, and these fit into the square ones perfectly, but they are really easy to stamp up and duplicate. So you could have, for the rectangle one, you just need to stamp it twice and it fits in beautifully. The tree fits in beautifully, but I did see a lovely card yesterday, I can't remember who made it now, where they'd put part of the design in one square stamp, a square postage stamp, and another part of the design in another one. Not sure if it wasn't Joe Shannon, but it was absolutely lovely. We've got a little Christmas tree, we've got a couple of postage marks, we've got a Happy Christmas in one and North Pole Santa's Delivery 25th of December in the other. We have a Merry Christmas, we've got Christmas Post, and then we've got some little solid stamps with the holly, the cluster of snowflakes, the single snowflake, a scribbly tree and the stag. And then we've got the big stag as well. And we've got poinsettia. So there's so much in that set. Absolutely beautiful to colour in. And this was the card that I made using this one. I've heat embossed my stag. I actually... stamp the word in first. If I bring it up, the camera, let me just get the camera to focus. I actually stamped the word in first, and some of the embossing powder stuck to the wording and some didn't, but I really like the effect that it's given. Absolutely gorgeous. We did have those as stamps, the robin and the penguin and the reindeer and the snowman. We did have them as stamps, so they were we did have them as stamps, but it was a long time ago. But I have been asked if I would do something, maybe we could do them so they would fit in this square postage now, so then they would be different. Maybe we'll do that. I will definitely put it on the list, Susan. So you can see here where I've joined my holly, and I didn't take any time. I literally stamped one, stamped the other, and you can't see the join, if you like. I used Hazel's wording on here as well. Embossed my Merry Christmas. So that leads me on nicely to Hazel's set of word dies, the Christmas medley sentiments. Lots of you have asked for us to bring this back, and there isn't a lot of stock, so if you do want one, then don't leave it until don't leave it for too long, because I'm not going to order them again before Christmas, because I have to order a minimum quantity, and I don't want to get left with them. So yeah, if you do want it. But in here you've got Merry, you've got Christmas, you've got Bright. So if you've got the other sets, the previous sets to this one, you'll have an ampersand in one of the sets, so you can do Merry and Bright. You've got Joy, so you could put Christmas Joy, you could put Merry Christmas, you could use your Happy from the Happy Birthday set and put Happy Christmas. We've got Noel, we've got Peace on Earth, we've got Season's Greetings, we've got Winter, and we've got Wishes from a previous set. We got the Happy Christmas, Merry and Bright. So they die cut beautifully out of glitter card. You can do the out of foiled card. You can heat emboss them. This one has just got, I don't know what that, I'm not sure what that is. It's gold anyway. And then you can also colour them as well with your pens. So you can make them really fit in with what you have already got. Susan, if you message me, I do have some ex-demo stamps still. If you send me a message through Messenger, I will have a look and see if I've got a set left. But Sarah's right. I'm always happy if you want to put something in the group page asking if anyone has them, but I can find you a photo so people know what you're after as well, because it was a set. I think it might have come with some words. It was a little A7 set. But if you message me, and I'll have a look for you. Then also, this is one of the best sellers. So vertical sentiments. These are really useful for backgrounds, but for using on your cards. If you've got a design that really does lend itself to having that vertical sentiment, they're a real asset for, you know, if you've got, it fits in with your card nicely. They also fit on the message banner dies as well. So if you want to die cut those and then stamp your sentiments on there, you could put them onto a banner. And then we also have the foilables. So there is the Christmas foilables. And I did say I would find out which ones had the little cuties in, didn't I? In fact, I'll open my packs up. And then we have the festive foilables, and we have Christmas Joy foilables. Now there's 95 pieces in this pack, there's 104 in this pack, and there are 68 in this pack. They always look worse in the packet because they're close together and laying on top of each other, but where they're die cut and they're cut with a laser machine, so they do have like a slight brown tinge to them because they're burnt as they're laser cut. But when I start showing the cards, so would you have known that Philippas do not look burnt, do they, at all? So once you start colouring them, adding the foil and then putting them onto your cards, I do tend to put them onto a coloured background or craft card, an inky background. I might ink around the edges. If you do feel you can see it, that is a way of disguising it. By using your ink blending tools around the edge of them. But when I show you the samples, I will point the foilables out on there, and if you tell me which ones you can see that have got a brown tinge to them, honestly, when you use them, they are absolutely fine. If you were to put them down just flat onto a white card, you are much more likely to be able to see it. But on a background, on an inky background, or foiled around the edge, they look absolutely fabulous. Yes, she will be getting some more, Sarah. Yep, it's in a box waiting for my postman to collect them. So they will have more foilables. And I know I touched on it last night, but we are going to have a Christmas event next week. And one of the things that I'm going to be doing is actually showing the foilables off a bit more, because I personally don't use them enough. And they give such a fantastic result. And it's just so lovely, and it's so easy to do just with a laminator. If you've got an iron, then you can do it with an iron. So they are, I'll show you the ones that I made last night. So I was totally inspired by this card from Emma, and part of it was the colour combination. I thought it was really lovely. But I did love how the little cuties looked. Not coloured, and I think I probably prefer them not coloured, if I'm honest. And again, that's a little bit quicker for a Christmas card, but I did love how Emma had laid her card out, so I wanted to pick elements of that. I don't do big cards like 8x8s. I don't think I've probably made one or two in my 30 plus years. I'm much more a 6x6 girl, which I could have done this. I could have maybe cut it down to 3 and made it a 6x6 card. But I do normally sway now to a 5x7. I just find them such a lovely size to work with. Gives you a bit more room than the 6x4s. But yeah, so just white heat embossing on the back and then ink blending. But even the ink blending and seeing the words through the embossing in the colour, it's just those little bits that I think really do add a really nice touch. So I do actually prefer them not coloured, but I did colour mine. So this was I think Joy to the World was the one I made first, and then this is the one I made last night. Slightly different with different things in different elements. So, but I really enjoyed it. And this one I flicked with water, and then I also flicked some of the Pearly Winks Pearl Mist Diamond Pearl onto it. Any of the pearly sprays and things that you can use without the nozzle, so you could just take the lid off and splatter it. It'll give you a lovely shimmer to your cards as well. So that was Emma's card that inspired me. And then right, I'm going to run through the cards now. So this is one that Tracy's done. So I love how she's done with her vertical sentiments in the background. What a great use of them. She's got a little bit of ink in the background as well, and some snowflake stamps. And then she's used red foil on her foilables, so you don't have to colour them then. So they do make, if you've got lots of cards to make, they do make for really great quick cards. But because they're foiled, they look really elegant and classy. So you've got that touch of luxury without doing too much work, really. I mean, you could sit there and foil maybe not foil the whole bag because there's an awful lot in there, but foil up, pick out the elements you want for your card, and then sit and foil them, and then make your cards up. It would be a great way to make quick cards, definitely. And then this is one that Jo Shannon has done. I love how she's made the like little shaker, and we've got Christmas trees and some lovely sequins in there and some glitter as well. But I love how Jo's done the postage stamps just with that little bit of grey, and I would imagine it's pencil after what she was doing recently. But doesn't it look lovely? And just that little bit of shadow around the postage marks. It's really lovely. Absolutely beautiful. Okay, so then next up I've got another one from Emma, where now this is the holly, the little square that Emma has repeated and coloured in. And you would never know that was a little square stamp. I mean, the card that Jo Shannon shared yesterday as well, with all the... I've got it, haven't I? This one that Jo shared yesterday, that everybody loved. I mean, obviously Jo has left a gap in between, so you do know it's a little square stamp. And it looks absolutely beautiful framing her card. And Emma has done the same, but she has joined hers up. And they're heat embossed as well. And then coloured. She's got little bits of red that she's spread about all in the background. If I bring it up, you can see it a bit closer. And I just love how she's done this with the Merry Christmas, with the letter tiles. And again, with the numbers, I mean, it almost looks like a postage mark, doesn't it? It's beautiful. And it's a gatefold card, this one. But absolutely stunning. Beautiful glitter card on there. And so if you didn't see this one yesterday, this was Jo's that she's done. Now, Jo, this is a foilable, but Jo hasn't foiled it. So Jo's just coloured them because they've got a black outline to it. But she has foiled her Happy Christmas. I'm going to wait till let me get it in the light. There we go. So she's foiled the Happy Christmas. I mean, look how lovely that. And this is one of the foilables. I think this is from Christmas Joy. And the holly as well. It's just lovely. So this isn't been foiled either. And she's used glossy accents and some glitter in the centre, so it's raised up, and she's done the glossy accents on her holly as well, which just looks fabulous. I mean, how lovely does that look? Gorgeous, absolutely gorgeous. And then we've got one from me, which is just using 3 of the little squares, a couple of deers, and then I've just cut my Happy Christmas, heat embossed it just so it's got a little bit of don't know what I'm thinking, a little bit of a touch of luxury. I couldn't think what to say. And then I've got an inky background, and I've done some gold splats as well, and then just a few postage marks, and then again from our home to yours. So nice and easy. I love this one that Philippa's done. Philippa did these bubbles on her paintbrush that she did in her Technique Tuesday. If you haven't watched it, you must go to YouTube and watch the paintbrush, the Altered Art Changing a Paintbrush. It was so inspiring, and I absolutely love how she does these bubbles, and it just looks beautiful. I haven't mastered it as much as Philippa has, but it's just practice, so I'm going to be doing this again. It's lovely. I love it. She's used the numbers from the number tiles. We've got the Merry Christmas vertical words in the background. They're just so useful to have. She's used Hazel's wording. We've got the little solid holly from the postage stamps. And we've got a couple of the Christmas trees as well. And then just that lovely banner sentiment. I mean, it really frames everything, makes everything stand out. But there's so much. I do like a slow look at the cards because there's so much on them and people put so much work into them, and then everything gets rushed to be shown, you know, and it's such a shame. Now this one Jo Shannon made, and I love how she's used the holly. She's masked the centre and she's stamped the holly around the edge, so we've got this holly frame, but it's all one piece of card. It's not layered on top of it. We've got From Our Home to Yours, which just looks fabulous. This is done on with a green ink pad, but then layered up onto gold and then the red. We've got the numbers from Hazel's number set, and then she's used the little poinsettia, but she's done this in parchment. I'm going to just bring it up and see if the camera will focus a bit better, but how beautiful is that? She's used the Christmas tree for some foliage in the background. And then she's created this beautiful parchment flower wreath. And this is one of the cards that Jo is doing for her part in the Christmas event next week. So she's actually going to show you how to create this. I'm sure it was this one. Gosh, I hope it is now. I'm fairly certain it is. It's beautiful. And then going from that beauty to something very, very simple. 3 Christmas trees stamped out with one of the new Versaclair colours. I love this colour. I just thought it was beautiful. I used the little star from the postage stamp set, and I used my 3 sentiments, and just used the sentiments, if you like, to ground my Christmas trees. So what day is the Christmas event? The Christmas event is going to be starting on Monday, and it runs through to the following Sunday, and there is a live every single day or something happening every single day. There's going to be downloads for you. There is going to be giveaways. The design team have said I can give away some of their Christmas makes. Yeah, so we're just going to have a lovely time, and I'm going to sort out some, not prizes, but just give some bits and pieces away as well. So yes. And then I think again, Philippa, I love this one. So we've got the red, the green, and then this like chocolate colour, and it just works so well. And those sentiments onto tags. This is Hazel's tag from her Heart or Star die set. Got the Christmas wording in the background. We've got little Christmas post and little tiny tags with, I love this little tag, Philippa, with the deer, the tree, the heart, the snowflake and a star. And then we've got some craft stars and hearts as well, which is from the Hazel's die set as well. What's the new colour called? Bear with me a minute. When I say new, Anne, it's new to me. I did miss the when they first came out. It was this one. It was Arctic. I did the peace. So I did these. I used those 3 for the Peace, Love and Joy card, and then I just thought that was such a beautiful colour for a Christmas card. So yeah, that was the one that I used for that. Let me pop it back. let's make sure I haven't missed anything else. Oh, thank you. I'd just like to make it fun for everybody. I know Sarah would like me to do some cooking, but I'm not sure it's going to happen. Love the circle card with the Christmas trees. Isn't that, I'm assuming you're talking about that one, Yvonne. Philippa's one. It's beautiful. They're all beautiful. And I love this as well. This is Jo Street. She's heat embossed the Christmas trees and then used a teal colour ink, a purple colour ink and a green coloured ink. We've got little splats in the background as well. And then she's just put glitter glue around the edge. And you don't need anything else. It's absolutely stunning. Oh, Anne, haven't you? I missed them when they first came out. They bought a second, like I've got the first set, excuse me, but they bought a second set out. I know that, oh, forgot what I was going to say. I know that I didn't buy them when they first came out, but they are still available. But yes, beautiful. And they just stamp, especially if you've got the solid sentiments. I nearly pointed at my screen, especially if you've got these stamps, The VersaFine Claire do work beautifully with that. The one that I showed you for Philippa's card. This one. I'm fairly certain they're VersaFine Claire. So another one from Emma. Now I wanted to point out on here, Emma has tucked little bits of foilables in amongst her flowers. So she's used, these are Beautiful Blooms flowers. So she's used everyday flowers and she's used some florals from Floral Fancies. We've got some leaves from the Leaf Medley. So nothing Christmas on there, flower-wise. But she's added the foilables and she's used parts of the design. I think she might have cut this one in half and put half at one end and half at the other end. We've got the little bird in here. We've got a postage stamp and her sentiment is a foilable. Now, can you tell that any of those, the holly, the bird or the sentiment, have got a brown tinge to the edge of them? No, you can't, because you've got the other colours that you're seeing and that's what you're looking at. You don't actually see that they do have a slight brown tinge to them. But when it's on something like that, you've got these beautiful blues in different colours with some gesso over the top as well. I mean, they're so lovely. Absolutely beautiful. And again, using Hazel's numbers, using Hazel's alphabet dies to put the December in as well. And then this is from the, oh no, this actually I think is probably Hazel's large, one of Hazel's large square dies, but she's used the scallop edge to give her that lovely frame. It's just those little details. It's beautiful. Yeah, anything for, do you know what, it is like, I know my cards are simple, like, okay, but I got a lot of pleasure out of making that card. And yes, this is beautiful, this card, but you need to see all the different variations of things that you can make as well. So I think we're really lucky with the design team that there are people that do make simple cards. Jo Street wouldn't mind me saying, hers are clean and simple, quite like mine. Tracy can do clean and simple. Tracy's really clever. I'm not very good. I can't do both, but Tracy can do lovely, build up lovely flowers and everything, but she can do clean and simple as well. Philippa can. But, you know, sometimes simple is all you need, whoever Julie Hickey Designs is. I love this one of Tracy's. We've got a little bit of gold, and I would think this is the gold metallic, probably Jamie Rogers ink pad in the background, as an inky background. We've got one foilable with the tag, and then we've got May Your Heart Be Filled With, and then a joy. And this has been foiled in the Wow, but this is the matte gold, and it's such a lovely colour. It just, to me, it just looks, it's so elegant. It's absolutely beautiful. And it's just got I don't mean just got. It's got some little water droplets on it and a pearl in the middle of the foilables. Emma gets a lot from Chloe's and Anna Marie. I don't know if Anna Marie's doing lots anymore, but I know that she does buy some bits from Chloe's. Chloe's Creative Crafts, is it called? I think so. This one, Tracy's yours, isn't it? Which one have I? It's metallic gold acrylic paint, watered down. Oh wow, it's because you can still see how beautifully metallic it is. It's absolutely beautiful. And yeah, Tracy's clever. She can do. I'm gonna show you now. Okay, so Tracy. Oh, let's move this out of the way a minute. Yeah, so Tracy can do lovely, clean and simple, but she can put the layers up with the leaves and the bird. Again, this is a foilable, and Tracy's foiled it with the green foil, which just looks lovely. Love the leaves. We've got little bits of postage stamps showing, little bits of the words showing. So Tracy's really good at building up backgrounds as well as being able to do, yeah, wearing the wrong hat and being able to do clean and simple. Everyone's so talented though. It's just incredible. So this is from Jo Shannon, and I love how Jo, look at that. This is the Christmas tree, but it almost looks like a snowflake. Imagine that in soft blues. And I love how she's put the holly between it. It's really clever. It looks a bit, my brother used to do those pictures where you put nails in the wood and string the wood round, put the cotton round. Just reminds me of that, but it's just beautiful. And even using strips of glitter card behind rather than covering the whole of the card. Just those little elements. And we've got little bits of confetti in between as well. So it's like a sequin. Beautiful. And then again, winter wishes on our sentiment. Next up is this beautiful one from Philippa, where she's used the foilables for the baubles, and again the Merry Christmas. How lovely does that look? Let me get it right in the light, see if I can, with the foiling. How lovely is that? Onto tags. I love how Philippa's popped the bauble on the top of the tag, and then we've got a bit of a bottom of a banner that she's cut, and it just looks like a tab on the tag. It's beautiful. They're just incredible, and I think as well it's just so lovely to have a look and see all the different layers. I love how Philippa's done this with her banner sentiment. She's cut the other banners, but she's cut them behind and separated them so that they're longer than the original one. But how simple, but how clever does that look? And I love all the little bits of red and green on there as well. It's beautiful. I have to think of another word because I just keep saying everything's so beautiful, but it is. Right, let me move some of these out of the way. So I've got some room to put some more down. I do like to have you as low down as possible so that you can see the detail. So this one is from Emma. And again, Emma has used the foilables and she's done it with pink foil this time. Don't know if you can see that, but it's lovely. We've got two apertures. We've got the little houses, but these are shakers. So we've got glitter in here, which just looks beautiful. Again, she's just used everyday flowers, but because she's teamed them with holly and stars and the little trees, it just tells you it's a Christmas card. So I just feel like there wasn't any point doing any more flowers. We've all got some flowers, and just by doing them in a certain colour or a certain style, a certain way, it just tells you it's a Christmas card. And then we've got these lovely bits of holly. Again, I think she's cut a foilable in half and just popped half behind her leaves on either side. And then we've got a couple of the little house ones, and it's beautiful. Again, from our home to yours. And this has been white heat embossed onto some pink card because we've got the same colour wording as a background paper, but it's actually been heat embossed in white. So another beautiful card. Another beautiful card. This, I love how Tracy, this just shows how this works so well. The little stamp combined with foilables, which Tracy has done in red. We've got a little stamp here. We've got the poinsettias, but we've got a poinsettia on here. We've got red everyday leaves, winter wishes. We've got one of the houses, and then we've got hazels. We've got Tracy's torn vellum with some torn card behind, and it just looks fabulous. And then some lovely berries and a beautiful little wooden reindeer. The design team do an amazing job, don't they? Everyone's got their own style, but it doesn't stop you appreciating the work and effort that's gone into other cards. I think this is absolutely fantastic. Hazel was saying that when she saw Jo's cards, because we have a DT group where we show each other what we're doing, and Hazel was like, why did I not think to do what Jo did with the little stamps? I mean, to think that that's 4 little stamps. You could do it in your stamp press and line it up and just move it like 2 centimetres each time. So you can do it so that you can make it easy to repeat the stamps. And then she's got 2 scored lines that she's done on her scoreboard. Am I holding it the right way so you can see? So it's picking those up, yeah, forward. So we've got the 2 scored lines, and then we've got the Merry Christmas. And a little bit of red glitter glue. And I just think that's absolutely beautiful. That really has got a Scandi feel to it, definitely. And then one that I created. I saw this on, I don't know if it was Pinterest or on... No, I think it might have been Pinterest, actually. I haven't looked on Pinterest for ages, and I thought I'd go and have a look. And I loved the colours that the lady had used for the sunset, if you like. And then I've used little dots of liquid pearls randomly in the background, put a little bit of liquid pearls underneath, and it's picked up the colour from the ink pad. And then just added my season's greetings. So I was really happy with that. And then I've got another one from Tracy. Beautiful. This is a gatefold card, but she's done a very clever closure for this, which I really like. She's put 2 circles, and so you tuck that card into the circle. And I thought that's really clever. Love how she's used the vertical sentiments. Again, this is a foilable, but she hasn't foiled it this time. So just left it black, but coloured in just the hearts. And then some stenciling and inky background. And then inside, we've got Hazel's Season's Greetings. We've got the stamped poinsettia, but then we've also got the borders that are foilables, which she hasn't foiled, she's just coloured. Just amazing. It just, oh, it slides off. Oh, it does. Oh, Tracy, I'm sorry, I didn't realise. So we've got a circle with another one. So you fold, it's 3. So you fold, you die cut 3 circles, you fold 2 in half, and 1 becomes the background, or the background. And then you can, it's probably easier if I put it on one side and then open it up and slide it in for the other side. I just think that is so clever. And then it will move up and down on your card as well. That's really lovely. I love that. I think you need to maybe do that as a live, because that on a birthday card would be fabulous, that they've got to take that off. Brilliant. And then this one is Jo Shannon's. I love what Jo has done down here. I'm not going to try. Jo, I don't know if Jo's watching. Are the foilables the same as the original stamps? No, they're not. With the foilables, they're the artwork of the stamps, but Steph, who does my graphic design work, we change the size of them because we want to get as many as we can onto a sheet. So sometimes they're a bit smaller. I don't think we've ever gone bigger, but they're usually a little bit smaller than the stamps. It's prepped. Oh, you are a good girl, Tracy. I just love this. Joe, if you're watching, what did you do on here? It is a linen card, so it's got like the linen effect to it. I don't know if it's glue and gold leaf or whether it's been painted on. I don't know. I really don't know what it is, but I love it. Joe's used a foilable, which she's foiled, and she's also added glossy accents too. I don't know if it's, let me stand up so I can see if it's picking it up. But it's foiled, but it's also raised and shiny. I mean, look at that background. Oh, it's just beautiful. And I love how she's used the hexagon skinny frame. And there are a few of the hexagon dies left. They're nearly gone, but there are a few left. It is... No, it's not. I don't think it's gold embossing. Well, if it is, I don't know what embossing powder it is. But it's, I really love it. She's also used a foilable tag as well that's done in gold. It's gorgeous. Then another one from Emma in a beautiful colourway. And she's made it look like a box. So it's got like a box lid. I'm sure this... Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness me. Right, okay. I need to lift you up a little bit. But look at that. So it's a Z fold card, but it's got that extra piece, and she's got her foilable baubles on acetate with pearls on them. And then she's just used everyday flowers again. Use some of the poinsettias, but look at all the little bits of foilables. So all these little bits that sometimes not sure what to do, Emma has just tucked them in with her flowers and the little bird, and they just look so pretty in there. And again, can you see the brown tinge behind them? No, because they've got the colour of the leaves and everything, so it takes your eyes off it. Can you see the brown tinge around the edge of the baubles? No, because it's up against a colour. And I love this background that she's created on a bit of pattern paper, but she's over stamped and white heat embossed with the stamps. How beautiful is that? To me it just looks like a box, like a present lid, but it's just... That is absolutely beautiful. I can't get it far enough away from the camera really to show it off properly. Stunning, absolutely stunning. And then Tracy has made this. I love this. Tracy has made this, and she's used the banner dies with the vertical stamps. She's used From My Home to Yours. We've got Emma's lantern and Emma's flowers, but with the new poinsettia. And we've got some postage marks, and we've got some leaves from the leaf medley. We've got a lovely background going on with a little bit of soft inking. Got some snowflakes in with the stag. And then when you open it up, you get winter wishes. How clever is that? So clever. Absolutely brilliant. And I love the letters in the postage stamps, but how clever is that? Beautiful. And then another one from Tracy where she's used Hazel's stencil, but she's dry embossed it. So we've got that lovely like embossed feel to it. It's gorgeous. And then just inked part of it in the background to bring the word into life. And then she's used a foilable, and she's done some of it in green and some of it in red. That is so clever. And then we've got the peace and joy, and then just those little scattering of the sequins. Stunning. got another one from Joe Street where we've got the poinsettias in the background. We've got the tree, but creating a wreath. We've got the poinsettias, and then we've got a foilables with Noel on it and a little bit of glitter glue. And I just think, again, just looks fabulous. Absolutely fabulous. Beautiful ideas. Another one from Jo Shannon. This is so clever. Jo's used the Christmas tree to create a patterned border for her card. And then she's done the poinsettias in blue. And how gorgeous do they look? And then just everyday leaves from the leaf medley. And then using her hexagon dies. And then we've got Just For You. Absolutely stunning. Make a beautiful birthday card. Somebody like who I know has a Christmas birthday, like Paola. Beautiful. Then I have, I think I've only got Tracy's and Emma's left now. I've got one more of Jo's, I think. Another beautiful one from Emma where she's used a bit of wood paper. Everyday flowers again. But look at all the foilables in there. So we've got, this is a beautiful, like rosy gold, but it's got sparkle in it as well. Absolutely gorgeous. And we've got bits of foliage that she's tucked behind her flowers. I think it's such a lovely way to use the foilables in with die cuts as well. Looks absolutely fabulous. Again, the wording has been foiled. So these have been die cut and probably die cut with double-sided sticky sheet, because you can foil onto double-sided as well. So if you wanted to put a border, if you put a strip of double-sided down, you can foil that as well with the foils. But it all just matches. It's stunning. Then one from Tracy, and I love how Tracy has done this and used all one colour. So it's just green and it looks fabulous. We've got some die cut stars from Hazel's set, and we've got the Winter Joy. This is lovely. I don't know what you've used, what card you've used, or if you've coloured it. It's lovely, Tracy. Absolutely beautiful. And then we've got the foilables, and they're foiled in green. A couple of the trees, and again Hazel's stencil in the background, but it's been dry embossed. Excuse me. Okay, we've got another one from Emma. She's used the border in a lovely soft green foil, and then we've got everyday flowers again, but these have been filled with glue and glitter. And then we've got our winter wishes, we've got our hexagon, we've got everyday florals for the leaves. But again, I just think it shows that you can use, oh, it is just a piece of random mirror. God, I wasn't sure if you'd coloured it, because it almost looks like it could be silver that you've coloured with alcohol inks or something, but it looks gorgeous. Yes, I do think it's great that you can just use everyday flowers. You don't need to have poinsettias. I just think it's gorgeous. Sorry, I've got to stop saying that. And here's another beauty from Tracy. Foiled in gold, and then the shadow of her words has been cut out in gold, and a little bit of ink blending and stenciling, and then the centre one has a vellum wrap around it. Just, it's gorgeous. Got some pearls on here as well, and some, is it Nouveau drops maybe for the berries? No colouring, just the gold. Very classy, looks lovely. Ruth, they work different to mine as well. They come up with so many ideas. They really do. This one from Jo Street, where she's used, I like this because it's like a patchwork of all the postage stamps. The Christmas trees fit in there perfectly. We've got 2 lots of holly, the little tree, the poinsettia. I love how she's used the little one on its side. And we've got the stag, but we've got a little red nose as well. And just those hints of colour with our inks as well. So very soft ink blending, but it does look gorgeous. Yeah, you love that one, Ruth. Yeah, Tracy won't mind. This is really great Christmas card because this is easy. New word, stunning. Okay. Thank you, Jax. This is, you're going to foil some, you're going to die cut some words, but it just looks fantastic. That's a my brother word, that is. Oh, got caught up, bear with me. Emma's leaves wanting to stick to Tracy's. How gorgeous is that? An acetate tag, silver embossed snowflakes. Then we've got a couple of baubles that have been foiled. We've got our Happy Christmas that has been foiled as well. I mean, when you think we've got 2 new stamp sets, some foilables, and the Hazel's Words and the Vertical Wishes. And, you know, for a new collection, but I just think there's so many ideas that you can come up with using bits and pieces that you already have, using your everyday flowers. But this acetate tag, that's beautiful, Tracy. Absolutely beautiful. And then one more card from Emma. Emma's used lovely tartan paper and just everyday leaves. She's used a lovely, like, green foil. Let me make sure it's showing you. Yeah, look at it. It's beautiful, but the poinsettias are gold. Absolutely stunning. And then she's layered up a poinsettia on top of another one and then added her pearls to the centre. But when you're getting, like, I don't know, nearly 100 things in each pack, then you can do things like that. Okay, I'm just going to move these out of the way because I've got a couple more things I want to show you, but they're projects. Let me just move these. Okay. Oh. So, Tracy's project first. Let me move it. I can lay it down, actually, I think. Tracy has made a crate with 6. I wanted to say milk cartons. That's it. With 6 cartons in it. She's used Hazel's wording from one of Hazel's sets. We've got the Dinky rectangle die. She's made a lovely crate and used Hazel's wood paper on it. We've got the new poinsettia. And then for her cartons, we've got a Christmas tree. We've got the postage stamps. We've got poinsettias. We've got the tree. We've got the postage. And then we've got a holly panel. We've got the vertical sentiments on each with our tag. How lovely is that? And you could fill those up with sweeties, and or you might be able to get little shower gels or bubble baths, things like that, bits of jewellery. Yeah, but I just like it with sweeties in. But how fab is that? And then it all goes in this crate. And I think, I better not say, because I'm terrible. Okay, it's just beautiful, isn't it? Absolutely beautiful. So that is one of Tracy's makes, and you'll see that again next week. And then this is one that Emma has done, and Emma's done the, yeah, money in it. That's even better, Brian. I like your thinking. This is, Emma has made this, and this is for us to give away as well. So it's a lovely big wooden tag, and then Emma's done everyday flowers on it. But we've got the vertical sentiments, we've got lots of die cuts, we've got a lovely Merry Christmas that's been foiled, we've got the trees, again, that have been foiled, some torn paper to make some snow, and then another lovely sprig of flowers and leaves, and we've got a little robin in there as well. So this will be one of the things that I'm going to give away in the Christmas event as well as Tracy's milk crates and Tracy's box, and I think we said we could do Philippa's countdown to Christmas too. So there's just going to be so much happening next week, so lots and lots of inspiration to come. So that's my box empty. Bear with me. Let me just move my camera. Come back on. If you have been inspired and would like to treat yourself to these stamps, they are available. Let me get my sheet so I don't have to look over there. They are available from Hazel and Paul at Dragons Paper Crafts, from Holly at Wow Embossing Powder, from Joe and Mark at Let's Create, from Kate at the Mulberry Bush. She did sell out yesterday, but they're on the way to her. Craftmania Crafts, Jamie and Daphne, Ben at Intercraft, Julie and Barry at Craft Bliss, Jane and Penny at The Art of Crafts. In America, they're available from Simon Says Stamps, and in Australia, they're available from Jade Craft. And we will be popping up details. I think I just saw somebody say about, have we got, no, maybe it hasn't come up on there yet. I'm sure I just saw somebody say, have we got an itinerary yet? Or, oh, there it is. There. Do we have next week's timetable yet? Keep an eye out on Sunday. So Philippa has done it all, and it's due to go out on Sunday, or it will go out on Sunday. So everything will be on there. What's happening throughout the week. Like I say, there'll be other bits and pieces that we do as well. So we're going to do giveaways. I've still got Tracy's clock to give away, so we will do that as well as part of it. Yes. Would Tracy be able to do a demo on the crate and containers, please? I can't remember if we've said that already, Tracy, or whether, if we haven't, Tracy is so accommodating. If we haven't done it already, I know that she'll be more than happy to do it at some stage. I'm sure. She's so good. Okay. I know that she wasn't actually at home. She's out at the moment, so she might actually have gone. Okay. Anyway, yes, there's going to be lots of giveaways, and we're just going to have lots of fun and hopefully get you inspired for Christmas. So don't forget, if you want to see the inspiration again, I will upload this video to YouTube, but all the cards are on Pinterest. And yes, thank you for joining me, and go treat yourself if you haven't already. And if you have, Tracy's Crates are Monday evening. There you go. Watch next week. See, it's all in hand. They're so good. The DT are amazing, Jax. You're absolutely right. Where would I be without them? Not sure I'd know where I was. Okay, so can't wait to see what you make when you actually get your stamps as well, and your foilables and everything. So have a lovely rest of the day, and I will see you next week. Take care, and thank you for joining me. Have a lovely day. Bye-bye.